have more than 4 wins. Sotto tried to drive through them. Got caught up on the way through and fouled.
Making a bit of a focus of Kai Sotto. I like it. Throwing to him in the block, seeing what he can do down there. And pick and roll there with Mitch McCarron. Draws the foul. He'll go to the strike.
And Dwayne, you mentioned Sotto not playing in that Perth game. Came out of quarantine the day before that. So we've seen that a lot with players having to come back from COVID.
Because their days are done doesn't mean they're back to 100% fitness.
Correct. And even if it was potentially, we know that Adelaide had to deal with isolation requirements a lot different than just as a close contact. So if you've been locked up in your room for 7 to 10 days, maybe not had test positive, I'm not sure whether Sotto had, but to come straight back out and play the next day is always a tough task as well.
Yeah, good call. Here he is at the line. Puts them both in. Back to single digits again. There's your top 5 scorers. Kai Sotto creeping into the top 5. Playing a huge role. Sam Froling
said, I need to chat to the team.
Here and the ball goes this side, and I see his numbers. Throw it there and throw it inside. That's a bucket waiting to happen. We can't get any easier. Understand the play. If you don't know it, you better ask somebody. You got to chase right now. You can't afford to get beat.
didn't play against Perth a couple of games ago. Was that a surprise to sit the whole game?
Well, he didn't play much at all over the course of the start of the season. He was injured. He was sitting out games and then just working his way back as the 36ers came back from their big break. But 16 minutes in their last game against Melbourne. Did some good work, 6 points, 9 rebounds. And then coming out here, and he's got 7 and 3 so far in this one. Still learning, still has room to grow, but this is a kid with a lot of potential. Can't teach that kind of height, and you can see he's got some tools to work with. So did get his left arm involved over the top of Harry, but geez, I'd be surprised if they
lost to Melbourne United a few nights ago. Sam, baseline, jam. Wow.
Again, well defended from the 36ers for the majority of that possession, but Harry Froling's feeling good from the 3.
Sotto trying to give them something down the other end. Daniel Johnson under the bucket. Little up fake didn't quite work for Kai Sotto, and there might be an NBA team or two come to Australia for a game, which would be nice. Kai Sotto goes up and drops it.
Strong finish from Sotto. Had played really well in his 16 minutes the other day against Melbourne United. Sotto, good strong finish right there at the rim. The cup.
Hannes goes back, gets it again. Dusty into the paint. Fake up. Sotto in the air. Shot clock winding down. Sotto with the rebound. McCarron.
Explosiveness, took the one dribble, just split the defense. Everybody was stuck in the mud and absolutely exploded to the rim.
Good game to watch right now. Poke towards the bucket by Cotton.
These are the skills.
These
are the skills of big Harry Froling on display. The ability to step out and knock it in from long range, but can also put it on the deck and play make a little.
Sotto saw it go halfway down. Well, 2 for 1 on offer here. Here for Tom Mays, gets it up early, spins under the bucket, draws a foul, and will go. Karen not happy.
The extra pass, but that's really good guard awareness from Tyler Harvey, knowing what the defense is going to do and capitalizing.
Almost the rebound, but they get it back. Harry.
Playing boys against girls, and then here, Froling, the younger version, tracks it down. It finds its way to Harry, and he drills it from long range. And so is Harry. Both of them having a big impact here in this first half.
Over to you, Mitch McCarron. Lead the comeback for the 36ers. He's got it in his hand now. 5 on the shot clock. Might be his to spend. Dances
They tried to set 3 on-ball screens, and they kept having to deny it because of the way they were pressuring the ball. That'll make Brian Gorge very happy.
Threw it up there for the alley-oop. Didn't quite work, but they drew
Of the contact he's making because he's looking at Daniel Johnson until he makes it. And if Kai Sotto stays down, maybe that doesn't get called, but Kai Sotto left to try and get that tip in.
Kai Sotto's only 25% from the free throw line, so 1 of 4 this season. He could have saved the challenge for later, but now none to spend.
There certainly wasn't a picture of confidence, the official, as he was announcing.
I couldn't imagine a worse one because Brian Gorge, he hasn't a great strike rate with his challenges. And he went quickly, and he always, every time he does challenge, he goes aggressive too. He says, you're challenging that, you are 100% wrong. So just, probably the one that you just tell the broadcast, look straight ahead and just let the play tell Brian Gorge that he got it, was unsuccessful.
Well, he got 2 in the end because he got 3. Dusty Hannes. Mitch McCarron. See if one of those two can start filling it up. Back to Dusty. Steps it in on Tyler Harvey.
He had a knock to the knee or ankle. He was lying down. He's
3 of their last 4. He was a DNP in each one of those losses. If you don't mind, just times it beautifully. Quick spin, puts it in the right hand, and then brings it back to the left. In that first term, no assists. Need him to come out and make some things happen.
Cleveland, tough attempt at the bucket. Rebound pulled down by Sam Froling. It was there for him, and he missed the bunny. Mitch McCarron. Daniel Johnson. Through the hands of Kai Sotto.
And tried to force things a little too much. He's a real confident player. Confidence player, I should say. Once he gets a couple to go, then he starts feeling good.
With us, Sotto steps it in, puts it up, draws a foul.
I'm enjoying seeing Kai Sotto part of this Adelaide rotation in recent weeks.
Didn't play against Perth a couple of games ago. Was that a surprise to sit the whole game?
Well, he didn't play much at all over the course of the start of the season. He was injured, he was sitting out games, and then just working his way back as the 36ers came back from their big break. But 16 minutes in their last game against Melbourne. Did some good work, 6 points, 9 rebounds. And then coming out here, and he's got 7 and 3 so far in this one. Still learning, still has room to grow, but this is a kid with a lot of potential. Can't teach that kind of height, and you can see he's got some tools to work with.
Set, get the ball to Tim Conrad. That got blown up, and in the end, he had to make something out of nothing. But when it comes down to those floaters, the way he finishes, doesn't matter what foot he takes off. He's just got such a good awareness and great touch from anywhere.
Sunday Detch will have more than 4 wins. Sotto tried to drive through them. Got caught up on the way through and fouled.
Making a bit of a focus of Kai Sotto. Don't like it. Throwing it to him in the block, seeing what he could do down there. And pick and roll there with Mitch McCarron. Draws the foul. He'll go to the strike.
And Dwayno, you mentioned Sotto not playing in that Perth game. Came out of quarantine the day before that. So we've seen that a lot with players having to come back from COVID.
Because because their days are done doesn't mean they're back to 100% fitness.
Correct. And even if it was potentially, we know that Adelaide had to deal with isolation requirements a lot different than just as a close contact. So if you've been locked up in your room for 7 to 10 days, maybe not had test positive. I'm not sure whether Sotto had, but to come straight back out and play the next day is always a tough task as well.
Yeah, good call. Here he is at the line. Puts them both in. Back to single digits again. There's your top 5 scorers. Kai Sotto creeping into the top 5. Playing a huge role. Sam Froling searching for his 9th. Him at Nah getting some court time. The jam was nearly there. Harvey King. Kai Sotto.
decent. Would Harry Froling be one of the first ones to jump to your mind?
Oh, his teammate probably would have been the guy I'd have answered.
Harry's points. Up fake, step back, gave it some thought, handed it up. What are you doing, Harry? The whole basketball world sitting back watching. 36 seconds left.
Harry, you're not still out there for your ball movement, big fella.
Well, he's not trying to get... He's playing like he's trying to get a triple-double. What are you doing, Harry? Let it fly, son.
Almost the steal to give Harry one last chance at it. Kai Sotto as the clock.
His decision-making tonight throughout the game. I hear you, Pete. I hear you.
I mean,
but he's just trying to make the right play every single time right now.
Gorge left him out there for a reason.
He did.
And he's literally played like he's trying to get an extra assist for a triple-double. Well, could have taken the first one, went for a
he's
step
7
back,
away.
Created enough space.
So they'll have 7 seconds left to give it to Harry to launch for 9. Sotto puts it in. Harry hands it in. You know he's going to get it back. Surely he's going to get it back. Oh, come on. And they dribble it out. Anti-climax. 100-89. And it's been brothers Froling that have put on some sort of show here at the Wynn Entertainment Centre in Illawarra. And if he joined us late, Harry Froling, 8 of 10 from outside the three-point arc to finish with 27 points in a demolition job in the end against the 36ers. 100-89.
Well, it was well done from the Hawks. I mean, that last quarter, credit to the Sixers. They started to fight back. Sunday Detch hit some big shots. That's what they had to do because this scoreline could have got really, really ugly at time. But well done for the Hawks. They got their win. For the most part, their defense was better. Their pressure was there. They gave up a few offensive rebounds early. They fixed that. They looked after the ball. Only 5 turnovers for the game. That's outstanding. And in the end, Harry Froling, Sam Froling had themselves a night. Tyler Harvey chipped in. Cleveland. Good team effort from the Hawks.
100-89. Don't forget tomorrow night, Southeast Melbourne, Phoenix and Cairns. Then Jan 26, Wednesday, day game, Brisbane and Melbourne United. And then Illawarra front up against Perth again. That's Thursday night as we bring you 30 games in 25 days in this Hungry Jacks NBL 22 season. Adelaide's next game is Friday night against Tasmania. And then there's a double Saturday and a triple header Sunday. Can't wait for all of that. And this one has lived up to expectations at the Wynn Entertainment Centre in Illawarra. We expected fireworks and we got fireworks.